Hi Flosstube, it's Lily at 42 Stitches, and there's Amalia. Say hi. Can you wave hi? Let's see if she lets me do this video. I am a little bit of a mess right now, and I've been just bad cold this week, and then yesterday, even though I wasn't fully recovered yet, I had to, yeah, there's a baby there, that's you. I just had to get out there because the weather was good and get the yard a little bit more stuff done, and then of course now I'm all achy and you can hear it in my voice, the cold is still kind of here, but good enough to do this video because if I don't do it now, I feel like I'm never going to do it. It's been a while since I've done a video. I wanted to do one last week, post Flosstube New Jersey retreat. I'm sure you've seen a lot of other folks already doing their videos, so a lot of this stuff probably won't be new to you. Hi, yeah, who's there? Baby. Hopefully this is not too distracting with her. Oh, where do I start? I didn't plan anything at all because, again, it was one of those, I just gotta do this because if I don't do it now, it's never happening. The retreat was wonderful. It really, really was fantastic. Arlene and McKenna did an amazing job putting it together, and it was a wonderful experience meeting everybody, and the shop down there, Needleworkers Delight, is fantastic. But really it was just meeting everybody and hanging out. It was amazing to see people in the flesh. As predicted, I did make a fool of myself a few times. I remember distinctly at one point I was stitching at the table, and across the room there's the table where everyone brought their stitching items to show off. And I keep looking over, and Danielle Stitcherista's, is it a Nora or a Mirabilia? One of those flower fairies that she did. Hey Amalia. Yeah, don't stand on there. Thank you. Yeah, one of the flower fairies that she did on that ombre fabric, where it kind of goes from a purple to an orange, or orange to purple. I forget which direction it goes. Hi, where are you going? You want to sit here? I just kept staring at it because it was so pretty. And so I see her at the table next to me, and whoop, no, don't touch it, don't touch it. You're gonna drop it. And so I shout out, you know, instead of getting up, I just still, you know, I'm sitting there stitching, so I just shout out to the next table and I go, Stephanie, Stephanie, and no one responds. Because Danielle, your name is not Stephanie. This is Danielle Stitcherista. And I know this, hi. But in that moment, Stephanie was in my brain. And, and so of course no one turns around. And so I shout even louder, Stephanie. Finally she turns around and I tell her, you know, how beautiful her thing is. And it wasn't until like the next day driving back home where I'm like, idiot. So she was very kind and did not embarrass or correct me. I mean, she should have corrected me, but probably out of, you know, sweetness of not trying to make me feel like an idiot, she didn't say anything. So there's that. If you're watching, Danielle, I'm an idiot. That's all I could tell you, man. So anyway, so just, I mean, if you ever find yourself, able to do a retreat, do it. Just absolutely do it. It was such a wonderful time. Everyone was so incredibly sweet and kind, and that's all I'm going to say about that. So I didn't even pull out everything, all the goodies. I didn't pull out even like my stuff that I'm going to normally show. So I have all my boxes here right now next to me, and I'm just going to rummage through and show you. I didn't prepare ahead of time because, again, this is going to be one of my worst videos yet. Sorry. But anyway. I've been mostly working on Siren and the Shipwreck, Mirabilia, pretty much exclusively this whole month or so. And here she is, very wrinkly. But I had done the whole top half. Ooh, light's blowing her out a little bit. Roar! Look at that face. Good. I had done the whole top half last time I showed you, although there's more skin here now. Oh, lighting is terrible. We have another gloomy day today, so I don't know where. That looks okay. You can see I've filled in just in the past couple days, like last night, I filled in all that light in her arm there, and even this morning I got to do a little bit up there. But at the retreat, since my last video, after my last video, I was going to focus more on the bottom. What am I doing here? There we go. Kind of, maybe. There we go. So I did most of this at the retreat and a little bit just starting over here of the darker part in the beginning of the tail. And then in the past week or so, pretty much finished up that tail and everything, except for that 1/1 skin. And of course where the beads are. And if I can get good lighting, you kind of see like in the chandelier, those spots, those are going to be beads there, and throughout her tail, those light spots in that dark area, those are all just open for beads to come in. And I mean, there's going to be beads everywhere on this thing. It's going to be pretty big. Not pretty big. Well, it is. It's a good size, but I meant it's going to be a lot of beading. So even though, you know, yesterday was the last day in May, I was able to finish all of the excuse me, all of the stitching, except for that 1/1 skin and the beading. There's still so much to do. I mean, just the 1/1 skin, I tried to do as much as I could while I was doing the other stitching, sort of going back and forth, so I didn't have a lot of it left at the end. But there's still so much left. I gotta finish up, you know, up here, her shoulder and neck. She's got an arm reaching out over here, and then of course the face, which 1/1 is a lot, but it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be worth it. What do you think? What do you think?
BB.
Yeah.
BB.
BB, no BB. So there she be. I'm putting her away for a little bit. I did a little bit this morning on her while this one was napping. But I think I need a little break from her. I'm still very eager to finish her as soon as possible, but I'm going to, yeah, go ahead. I'm gonna do the summer piece for the Country Cottage Needleworks seasonal celebrations. Summer's the last one I have left to do, so I'm gonna do that one. Summer. Oh, and while at the retreat, I did actually bring another piece, and I only worked a tiny little bit on it. Is that Woody? Woody, that's right. Clean your mouth a little bit there. That's Woody. You want to pull Woody? Reach for the sky. Yeah, this is going to be an interesting video, guys. There you go. Yeah. So I did bring with me to the retreat as well my anniversary piece, which Rosewood Manor, my token of love, and I am recharting the colors to use my wedding colors because this is for my 5-year wedding anniversary, and I am using this is 550, right? 550 DMC is the main color. It's this sort of rich jewel toned kind of violet purple, and then I'm using also 676, sort of a pale golden color, mixed with this Glisten Gloss Rainbow Blending Thread 407, which is a brass kind of color. And I'm just doing small touches of that. I have an NPI silk in there too. And it's, I just don't feel like taking it out of the bag, guys, sorry. Palomino Gold Range, color 695. And I pulled it out only because, and I'll show you once I pull out the chart, I might put the letters, like the initials and the date in that color. And I'll show you why. So what I'm talking about on the chart is in there and in there. And it's just because of the way I made those wreaths. I made the outside of the wreath in the purple, and then the bow I did in the gold. And I wasn't sure when I wanted to do the letters. If I did the letters in purple, it just felt like they didn't stand out enough, but if I do them in the gold, it doesn't seem like they are, I don't think they would be as legible. Not that I've stitched it already to see and test, but I don't think it would be as legible. But then I had that that darker gold color that might work. So I'm gonna stitch everything else first and leave that for the end, and then we'll play around. But in the meantime, I have that skein in there to sort of keep it in mind of what I want to do. So here's where I am. And so there's the wreath I was talking about. I did it in that purple and then the gold here. And so I'm not sure, but I'm thinking, let me pull it out. Maybe, you know, it's in the bag, so you're not really getting a good view, but we'll figure it out at the end. So most of this I had already done, and you can see I'm sort of just haphazardly picking where I want that gold to be, and it's getting a little washed out in this lighting, but it does show up better in person. Like, you can't really see it very well in the video, but it's there. So at the retreat, actually, I did this motif and I started this down here. So where's the chart? So basically we're just up in this corner here. Did that guy and that guy. I think I'm gonna start moving this way though, because I'm kind of stuck when I start stitching. Like, I don't know where I want the colors to go. It's been a lot of purple. I need to fit some gold in there, but I'm not really sure where the gold will be. So I don't know, I just feel a little uninspired down here. So I'm gonna, once I pick it up again, I'm gonna move this way, I think, and see where that goes. So my goal is to have this done and framed by October 12th, which is our 5-year wedding anniversary. We'll see. I got a ways to go still. There's still time, but you know, you keep saying there's time, and then eventually there's no time. So I'm still just so motivated with the Siren and the Shipwreck though, that I just want to get her done. And then I have to hop back onto her stocking too. Well, I don't have to. That's even farther away, right? That's Christmas. But I want to get that done in July. Just because I feel like it's pretty close to a finish also. And you know, you might as well do Christmas in July. So it's gonna be a while before I really can focus some time on this guy, which is again why it's making me a little bit nervous, but we'll see. Hopefully I'll get the stocking done pretty quickly in the beginning part of July, so maybe the second half of July I can work on that. And then June's kind of out because it's really gonna be mostly, well, I want to do the seasonal celebrations piece for summer, and then finish Siren finish. So we'll see. Memorial Day weekend was just this past weekend. So on Monday, Memorial Day, I did pull out my remembrance fields. Don't touch, honey. It's very precariously balanced. Thank you. Yeah, no touch, okay? The phone will fall. Hi. Yeah, don't grab my thing. You want to look at this book? You know, sit on mommy's lap. It's at the book. So this is Remembrance Fields by Maria Diaz. Yeah, there's a flower. Here's a flower. It's a really good book. It actually has a lot of nice patterns. I know I've done a flip through already in another, oops, you're gonna knock things over. In another video of mine. Don't touch.
Baby.
I know, it's a baby. So I pulled out Remembrance Fields. I had started it on Veterans Day, which, you know, the poppies and remembrance and all that is more for Memorial Day. But I did do it for, started on Veterans Day because I had been thinking about starting that piece for a while now. It kept popping into my brain, and so that weekend was just sort of, hey, what better excuse than Veterans Day? Might as well just start it up. But I hadn't really touched it in a while, and I'm doing it 1/1 on 28 count Monaco. You're silly. Why do you keep slipping down? Stand. Stand or sit. Those are your options, honey. Not this leaning business. There's a baby. I don't think we're going to be able to do videos with her much longer because she's very aware of the camera lately and loves seeing herself on the camera. So this might be problematic. Yeah, go play. Go play. Do I have to go put on Moana? No, she's not on the TV right now. I know I said the word, but... Yes, I know. Okay, so here's what I did. I just did, it was on Monday. You want Moana? I might have to get up and put on Moana. So I just did one little square. which is this square right there. It's a little 10 by 10. You can kind of see where I stitched. So I finished that guy up. Don't know when I'm gonna get back to this one again. Hopefully sooner rather than later, but oh, we're okay. Nope. That's mommy's. Thank you. Thank you. What else? Oh, I'll wait for that in a little bit. I'll go over some more haul, especially from New Jersey, in a little bit. If you follow me, hi, on Instagram, you may have seen that I did a little experimenting with dyeing fabric with wine. I had been watching Jen from Jen's Stitching Niche, her latest video. Molly, what's up? Yeah, you're fine. Go ahead. Here's your butterfly. Yep. Good. And she had mentioned she had dyed some fabric recently with coffee and tea, and then she said something like, and then I splashed some wine in there too for some red color. And I was like, oh, wine? That's brilliant. Now, I also thought, what a waste of wine, because we love wine in this house. Yeah, butterfly. But if you drink a lot of wine, like we do, not that we drink that much wine actually, but we love wine. So if we have the opportunity to try wine and try new wines, we'd like to. Occasionally, because you like to try new stuff, you get a bottle that's kind of a dud. It's just not good. If it's really bad, it goes down the drain. If it's like, I just don't really enjoy drinking this and it doesn't seem worth the calories to me, it'll turn into cooking wine for me. Again, it still has to taste pretty decent because you don't want to cook with crappy tasting wine. But usually it's something that I don't want to drink this, but it's good enough for cooking. And I just so happened to have a bottle in my fridge that actually had been in the fridge for a little too long, and I was already starting to think, hey, maybe I should just chuck this wine because it's been here for a little too long. And then I saw this video and I was like, perfect, let's just use that bottle up and see what happens. So I happened to have a couple of strips of 28 count Monaco, which I generally have it around just because it's readily available at the local Michael's. And I boiled up the wine with a little bit of salt. Good job, Malls. Yeah. So I boiled it up, then I put, got the fabric wet, scrunched it up into a Pyrex dish, poured in the hot wine, let it soak for, it was about 10 hours. I did this in the morning and we had left for a First Communion party. And then we came back and I was gonna let it go until the morning and do it, but I was too eager to see what came of it. So I pulled it out of its wine bath, squeezed it out, laid it out on a cookie sheet, threw it in the oven. I think it was 200 or 250. I think I did it for 200 for about half hour. And then I pulled it out, rinsed it. I know a lot of people either say yay or nay to rinsing. I rinse it because I don't presume it's gonna be color fast. I'm not gonna wash this as aggressively as I would any other fabric that I'm more comfortable with, like after stitching. But I might have a spot on it or a little grime, and I might want to try and clean something off of it after I'm done stitching with it. And I want to try to eliminate as much possibility of running as I can. So I gave it a good rinse in cold water until it ran clear. Again, it doesn't mean that this is necessarily color fast, but I feel more comfortable about it. And of course, after it dried, it faded a little bit. So the photo in my Instagram is when it was still a little damp, so it looked more vibrant than it does now. And the lighting right now is really crummy, but that is still pretty cool. And it's getting a little washed out. Yeah, like back here is probably a little truer to color. We have a really overcast, rainy day right now, but it's making everything kind of blow out for some reason. So that's one, and then here's the other one. And it does smell like wine, yes. So I don't know what I'm gonna stitch on it. And I haven't ironed it yet either. As you can see, it's all wrinkly. There is modeling, but there's also wrinkles. Just because I'm gonna shove it into my my fabric box anyway, so it's gonna get all wrinkled up. And I mean, it's, when I stretch it on a hoop, it doesn't really get very wrinkly, so I don't really mind stitching on fabric that's a little wrinkly. And then I'll iron it once it's done. But it's a really pretty color. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. I keep thinking of like ecru and cream colors. Something autumny maybe. just because it was a little bit more vibrant and it was okay. I mean, it was nice when it was vibrant. But since it's faded a little bit, it's making me think more autumny kind of colors, or like maybe some monochromatic design in like a cream. I don't know, I'm gonna have to play with it someday. Not anytime soon. I got enough on my plate that I wanted to. Yeah, so that was fun. That was a lot of fun to do. You never know, guys, right? Try things. Now, it was a particularly dark wine. We tend to drink a lot of really rich, dark kind of wines. It wasn't a Cab Sav, but it's along that kind of like a rich kind of a wine. I forget what it was. I think it was some sort of Portuguese red blend, but it was a very dark, purpley red kind of a wine. So that helped, obviously, with getting this kind of a color. If you tend to drink lighter colored wines, you probably won't get as saturated of a color, but it's, you know, just whatever you happen to get. So there's that. Alrighty, where am I going now? I think I'm just gonna go through haul really quickly. and that's it, because I'm fading, guys, and I gotta keep her entertained. She seems to be doing okay back there with her, as you can hear, her ABC puppy there. This is my life. So there was a bunch of floss I had gotten at Needleworkers Delight. That shop is fantastic, and my mother-in-law does not live very far from this. So I don't really have a great, you know, LNS near me. I have an okay one, and it's not really near though. It's about 40 minutes away. Hello, I hear you. And I go up there when I can, but they don't really get a lot of new stuff in. This is what we're playing with. Yeah, her brother has one too, but he's a green bear. Heart. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, this is good TV here. Yeah. I love the ABC. You want to show how you do the ABCs? A, B. Oh, you're going to sit down, then people can't see. I don't think they can see you right now doing it. Never mind. What about, come here. Come here. You want to do something? You want to show? How about a galinha? Yeah, come here. Come here. Come here. A galinha. Faz a galinha. A galinha. You're not going to do it. You're going to make me sing on my video, and you're not going to do it. All right, we're not doing this then. You want her back? No. Okay. Sorry. So, Needleworkers. Oh yeah, so I've got my local NS, but it's 40 minutes away. So when I had been visiting my mother-in-law, this is several months ago at this point, I Google searched cross-stitch shop or needlework shops or something like that, and two had popped up. One was, what are you doing? What are you doing? One was Needleworkers Delight, which was 30 minutes from my mother-in-law's house. Hi. And another one is Where Victoria's Angels Stitch, which was 20 minutes from my mother-in-law's house. Not knowing anything about either shop, really, because I'm not in the know. I didn't know Needleworkers Delight was silk weavers and all that business. Not knowing any better, I went to the one that was 20 minutes away. And it was a nice shop. Love it. They were great. Better than what I have up here. A lot more options. A lot more patterns. You know, it was great. So whenever we'd go down and visit, and if I had the opportunity, I would go down there. It's so worth the extra 10 minutes to go to Needleworkers Delight. And I had heard, I think, throughout, I don't know, the whole time I've started with this whole stitching online community, I had heard randomly here and there about silk weavers and how great they are, but I had also heard about how bad the service was. So once I started realizing, oh, that's where we're going, I was like, okay, well, keep your expectations in check. Service was phenomenal, guys. These guys were so accommodating and so attentive and so nice. So I don't know, maybe it's just their online game is not on point. I don't know, because that seems to be, I think, where most of the complaints come from. I don't know if something's just changed over the years. I don't know. But I love it. I will be going back, you know, because we visit my mother-in-law whenever we can. I can't always get away, though, when I'm visiting, because we're usually visiting for a reason. But we're so going back. So anyway, I ended up getting a whole bunch of floss. I just kitted up because I had bought a bunch of charts before even going to the New Jersey retreat. Oh, this is a heavy box. Oh, jeez. That wasn't wise. Anyway, so I'm not going to pull out all the flosses. They're mostly Weeks Dye Works and some... No, don't touch, baby. Don't touch. No. I know, baby. Go around that way. Thank you. Good girl. No, don't step on the bridge. You're going to break that. So I won't pull those out because those are just fur charts, which I had bought before even going to the retreat. And I'll go through those in a minute too. I think I went through some last time. Oh, this isn't even my fabric box. This is my chart box. That's why it's so heavy. The fabric box is up here. So hold on. Am I done with everything in here? No, but I'll get back to that in a minute. Here's my fabric box. And then when I went to the shop, I went twice. I went on Friday and then I went again on Sunday before leaving. And on Friday I got there and I was just sensory overload. I was already sensory overload from being at the Flosstube retreat and you know, just seeing everybody, and it was just so much to handle. Like I could literally feel my body on Friday just start to shut down. A few other reasons as to why, because of that. I was negligent about schedule and I wasn't eating correctly, and I think I was a little dehydrated too. So, and then on top of that, just seeing everybody and just so much stimulus. And then I go to the shop and it's amazing. I thought I was at a museum at a certain point, just seeing all the samples on the wall. So being in that state of overwhelmed, I found it really hard to purchase things and make decisions. You know, I'm one of those people, I need to have all my senses with me to make decisions usually. And I just didn't feel that way. I did buy stuff that first day though, and a fair amount of stuff, but it ended up being a bunch of neutral fabric, which is always great. Here, you want to play with this? There you go. Will that keep you entertained a little bit? Nothing like a tube of black Ada. You want the other one too? Here's some white Ada to go with it. I would not that one though, because that one would go good. Here you go. How about that one? There you go. That's actually hard anger, but kind of 22 count. Anyway. So I got a bunch of neutrals. First, this was actually one of the giveaways for the retreat attendees, and it was given by Needleworkers Delight, and they had little squares for everybody to pick whatever count they want of the country mocha, either 32, 36, or 40 count. I picked up some 40 count because I don't really have any 40 count. I've only stitched on 40 count once. I don't really think I'm going to be doing a lot of stitching on 40 count. I say that now, right? Who knows? And I just thought, why not? Let's have a little bit of 40 count. And part of me kind of wants to stitch something really busy and full because it's 40 count, because you can fit a lot of stuff in a small space. Something about that is appealing to me, but maybe I'll do something simpler as well. I don't know yet what I'm going to do with this. I know a lot of people have been stitching the Flosstube Retreat logo on it. Also certainly an option, but I'm not sure yet which way I'm going to go with this. So I got plenty of other stitching keeping me busy. She's all right. Okay, so what did I get? I do have actually some order to this box, so I don't want to go too crazy here. We have some, this was another freebie 18 count Devosa in khaki. Thank you. You're all done with those now? I'm going to put them over here, okay? I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but something. I certainly will find something. You want these again? The other one too. I know. What good is one without the other? There you go. Go ahead. Okay, so let me get to the bottom of my pile. That's how we're gonna do it. Bottom of the pile and work backwards. Okay. Totally not prepared for this video. Alrighty, so let's see. This one I already had. I got this one. It's a 10 by 14 inch, 36 count cream, Zweigart. Oh, everything is so washed out. Baby, what is wrong? And it's in the plastic. I'm not taking the plastic out. Sorry, guys. So there's that. Easy, baby. Yeah. What is it? Mm-hmm. Here's another 36 count, 13 by 18 square flax. If I angle it, you kind of get... Everything's like a little bit darker than what you guys are seeing. Like, that's pretty true right there. It's so washed out, man. I got another piece of flax, 36 count also, much bigger piece. It's slightly darker than that. Okay, so I got those. Let's put these here. These are the 36 counts. 36 counts. I do actually have some semblance of order to all this fabric. This is my cream. Go to the dinosaur. You okay, kiddo? Yeah. Okay. I thought I heard a noise that didn't sound normal. Okay. So that one I had. This is my 32 counts, right? This is my 32 count pile. 32. This I already had. This I already had. I picked this up at my LNS the other day. I forget if I showed it off or not, but it's the that Petit Point 32 count. 32 I got, right? 32 count. And it's a pretty large piece of fabric. Does it say how much it is? I don't know. It's a good sized fabric. You want your banana, baby? I'll give it to you in a minute, okay? We're almost done. Then I got a piece of raw linen. So I got raw linen, 11 by 13, 32 count. Darker than that. It's actually darker than that. Molly, close that, please. Thank you. Zweigart Pearl Gray, 32 count, 10 by 16. It's a pearl gray color. Jeez, this light is terrible, guys. I'm so sorry. And then I also got, and I think this is going to be for, I'm going to do, no, don't step on there. Don't step on there, baby. Crescent Moon Dragon by Joan Elliott for this one, because I did the castle, which is a castle with a dragon on it, by Teresa Wensler for my son, so she needed a dragon too. And I'm going to do it on this guy. It's Silk Weaver, Belfast linen, so 32 count, Blue Dynasty. Oh, it's so washed out, baby. Can you stand up? There we go. So you can kind of see, a little darker than, see, that's way blown out. You can't see any of that. We can kind of see the modeling there. Sorry, guys. Okay, so that's the 32. And then I think there's a 28 that I had gotten too. It's 36, 32s. This is the 28 count pile. Did I? Or maybe not. Maybe I didn't. Oh, I did. I got a piece of Country Mocha in 28 count, a bigger piece. So I have that little 40 count one that they had given us, and then I got a 28 count one as well. And then these were 2 freebies. Oh no, and I got something else too. These were, so as well as that Devosa, we've got a 28 count Jaslyn in Meadow Green. That's pretty accurate. And we have a dark teal green, and this is Cashel linen. So you see the 2 greens there. Okay, and then I did get one more. Nana is coming. I'm sorry, baby girl. 28 count, and this is in Evening Rose, 13 by 18 piece, and that's really pretty. Really pretty. It's kind of like my wine color one is like a faded version of that. Actually, a little bit more purple in that one, I guess. Okay. And this is what the, oh, you won't be able to see. It's kind of a, what's it called? It's Meadow Mist. So it's like a pale green blue, more on the green side. Oh, it is so washed out, man. Back here, maybe? If I put it against something white, would that help maybe? It's not white, it's green. That helps a little. No. You'll just see it when I start stitching on it, guys. Sorry. I know they're pretty colors, aren't they? Let's put them all away now, though, okay? Yeah. Actually, let's leave this out because I'm going to need that. And I'm going to put this guy away with this. You guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm organizing. What are you doing?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Can you give me the Ada? Can you give me those tubes of Ada that I gave you? Can you bring it back, baby? Can you put it away? Let's see if she actually gets it. Pointed in that general direction. Nope. Not getting it. It's okay. All right. Let's go here. This stays out here. I gotta find that pattern. Oh, let's keep this open though. Okay, so at Needleworker's Delight, I also ordered a couple of patterns. I ordered I got, before going to the New Jersey retreat at my LNS, I had gotten Eleanor Rigby by Blackbird Designs, which is in here somewhere. The Beetle series that they did, and I just happened to stumble across it when I was searching for stuff. Not really searching for anything in particular, but I was just poking around, and I stumbled across it and I loved it. I had been seeing other people stitch it and thought it was so pretty, so I took it as a sign. So I got it. And then at the retreat, I saw on the table that people had brought, you know, that people brought their stitched items in. So there's Eleanor Rigby. There we go. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Don't know which way. I think I did show you guys, and I was talking about I don't know which way I was going to go with the colors on it. But that's a problem for future Lily. And then someone had brought, it was Allison from Stitching Social. She had brought her stitched up Strawberry Fields Forever. And it was beautiful, so pretty. And I've seen it online before too, and people stitching it, Allison stitching it, and I loved it. Yeah, no, we're not going through that. This is mommy stuff. You're gonna make a big mess of it and it's all organized. I'm sorry. Ooh, 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 ooh. I got you. I got you. You're fine. No, you're fine. You didn't even hurt yourself. It's so silly. I know. Life is so traumatic. Come around this way. Come this way. This way. Yeah, you can go around it. You must step on it. That's what you have to do. You have to step on it, don't you? Okay, okay. Anyway, so I ordered that. Okay, baby, come here. You want to come to my lap? It is so hard being a 16-month-old. Oh, it's so hard. Yeah, you wanna look over here like that? So I ordered that, and then I also ordered what did I order? Where you going, baby? I'm just trying to think. Do I have the receipt here? I can't remember what I ordered. That seems ridiculous. What I have, is this my receipt? Strawberry Field. Oh, Keys to the Kingdom. That's right. I don't even know what I ordered. That's the state we're in right now. Baby girl, come here. So it's the Rosewood Manor. You know, there's Crowns of the Kingdom, Hearts of the Kingdom, Crosses of the Kingdom. Hi, and they had all of those there except for Keys to the Kingdom, which is one that I've liked for a while. But they ordered it for me, so hopefully you'll be getting that soon. Not that I'm going to be stitching it anytime soon, but it's coming, right? All right, so I'm going to start with this pile. I'm going to go as fast as I can. If I see something that's new that I'm not sure if I've showed it to you guys, I'm just going to show it to you guys. And if I'm repeating myself, then I'm repeating myself, and so be it, right? Let's see. Okay, so I showed you Eleanor Rigby already. So I showed you guys these guys. Yeah, there's nothing new in here. I might not have anything else, really. Maybe I do. I don't know. I might. Which way am I going here? So that's the one I'll be stitching for her on that fabric, which I think most of you already recognize it when I said it, but in case you don't, that's it. Okay, nothing new there. I mean, I already put everything away. Oh, how can I forget this one? That's right. So, Megan. Hi, Megan, if you're watching. If you follow her on Instagram, she doesn't do Flosstube videos, but she's a wide-eyed stitching child on Instagram. And she is fantastic. We're engaged. In case anyone's curious, we're going to do a great big Flosstube wedding. It's going to be beautiful. So she had been stitching this one up. Jardine Privé, Gentleman Quaker, a while ago. She finished it a couple months ago, I guess, at this point, 2 or 3 months ago. And I just loved watching her stitch it. And she very graciously offered to pass the stash on to me because she knew how much I was enjoying it. And I said, I'd love it. But instead of mailing it to me, just come with it to the Flosstube retreat because I knew she was coming. Are you giving the penguin a hug, baby? Yeah, give a hug. Hug? Aw, that's so sweet. Yeah. And then I ended up giving her my coffee Quaker. So we did a Quaker exchange. And so, I mean, other than loving the Quaker motifs and that dapper gentleman, it's also has a greyhound, as you can see there. And if you know from my earlier videos, we had a wonderful greyhound called Yogi, who unfortunately passed away last year in May. So it was pretty serendipitous that this all kind of came together this May. Now, when I stitch this up, which I'm planning to do next May, sort of as a commemorative piece for him, that greyhound there will be stitched in black instead of that variegated blue because he was tuxedoed. So look forward to that one. I kind of want to get it started now, like with everything else. I want to start it now, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait until next May, and then I'm probably gonna put it like on a box top. And I still have his collar and a few other things, but his collar especially is dear to me. It just is. And I don't have it really saved in anything particularly special, so putting this on a box top and keeping the collar in the box, of course now I have to find the box, right? I think that's going to be really special, so thank you, Megan. Thank you. Okay, so this guy is new. What else? I'm sure I'm forgetting things too. Oh, the freebie table. Man, the freebie table was intense. I poked through it a couple of times, and I had found this series that I thought was pretty cute of hearts. So what is this? This is a fall heart, a winter heart, a spring heart. I could not find a summer heart. I bet you it was there. I just couldn't find it, and I just wasn't up for searching around like crazy. And it's Secas and Company. I don't know. Secas and Company. But there you go. That's autumn. Got winter. Hopefully you guys are seeing it. Almost done, baby, and then we get your nanas. And spring. And I'm gonna just finagle summer. I'm just gonna make it up. Woody. Want to put Woody's hat on? Good girl. Yeah, let's put it there so you can see. Yeah. And there was one more pattern I had snagged also, and I'm sure I'm going to run into it. I think I showed you guys this one too. That was from when I was at my my LNS. Oh, here's the other one that I snagged. Oh, and I snagged this one too. Poinsettia Place. I don't have a desire necessarily to do the whole Christmas village, but I saw this one and I'm like, that's cute. I'll do something for Christmas with that. And I've got some other of the Country Cottage Needleworks Christmassy patterns. This is it. It's just the pattern, so I'm going to show it to you from far away. It's a red work sampler, though of course you don't have to do it in red. Designed by Lois Winston, courtesy of Charles Craft, and I'll do it from far away. You can see it's just sort of a kind of Christmassy, motify kind of a thing, and it's got, you know, it's got reindeers and Christmas trees in the middle. So I don't know what I'm gonna do. I almost thought actually doing this on that 40 count, but I don't know yet. We'll see. I think that's it for this stuff. Yes. And that might be it in this box. Okay, so I can put this box away. Oh, and I think I forgot to show you guys this in my last video too. I had found this at my local Goodwill. Yeah, I'm really excited about this one. And I totally want to do this. And it's in here. I'll get the bigger picture. Hi. But it's got some really lovely, lovely, lovely charts. Let me find that one first though. There's a lot in here that I can see myself wanting to do. Is that it? No. There we go. And I like the big piece, and the bell pull that's next to it is really pretty too. It's gonna take me forever to make, but I really love it. You see it? Do you like that? Is that pretty? Is a bird? They're a bird? Those are flowers. Yeah, flowers. But there's some really, really lovely designs in here too. I mean, most of them I could easily see myself wanting to stitch. Let's see. Hold on, wait. Okay, hold on, baby. You want to sit on my lap? How about you sit on this side? There we go. And I can flip here. This is riveting entertainment here. Get the hiccups. This is pretty, and it could be done in all kinds of sizes. It's just a little pillow in that picture. But it was done in larger counts and different materials as tapestry. If you double it and flip the design, you can make a beautiful carpet on it. Not that I would want to stand on it. Actually, it depends. I don't know. What are you doing, baby? I know. Put that down. Thank you. Okay, maybe I'll do a flip through another day on this because it's just gonna take me too long to go through everything, especially with a baby on my lap. Okay, so I'll put that down. And I think you guys have seen that book, possibly from other people. I'm right here. I just had to move your little legs. So I'm not paying enough attention to her. So I ordered Ink Circles tapestry for Mother's Day for myself at my LNS, and it's actually in. They've given me a call and they said it's in, so I gotta try and get up there next week sometime. Okay, let's move that out of your way, babe. There you go. So that was one of the things that I kitted up while I was at Needleworker's Delight as well, and this is the other fabric that I got, and it's what is it? I'll take it out of this thing just so I can see. So Zweigart Belfast linen, so 32 count, in fairy dust. And it's kind of just a creamy kind of color, but not as yellowy as cream is sometimes. But it's definitely in that family. Oh, lighting is so bad, guys. I'm so sorry. No, that doesn't do anything. Anyway, so with some of these, I'm still waiting on a couple of colors to come in. Also ordered those to come in, so I don't have everything here. But just looking at some of these colors against it, it's already looking really beautiful. Yeah, that didn't help, did it? Oh, I'm fading fast too, guys. Okay. So we got that. And then I don't remember if I showed it to you guys. I don't think so. I think this came afterwards. But I also did an order on 123 Stitch for Plum Street Samplers Halloween delivery. I'm itching for some Halloween stitching, guys. All last year, actually, I was like, oh, next year I should do a bunch of Halloween stitching. And then all these other things came up that I wanted to do instead. So now I'm like, oh, next year I really got to do some Halloween stitching. Country Cottage Needleworks Red, White, and Bloom. I thought that's cute. Okay, banana and reading book time soon. I've had this one for a while, but I just got some floss for it recently at Needleworker's Delight, and that's Country Cottage Needleworks Raspberry Patch. I thought that was really cute. I'm really into raspberries in our house right now, so maybe I should stitch this sooner rather than later. And it's sitting in their patch, clustered on a vine. The berries grow sweet in the warm sunshine, so it's pretty cute. That one wasn't from the 123 Stitch order. That one I had just sitting around. So just the Halloween sampler, the Red, White, and Bloom, and then this one, which I also got from Satsuma Street, which I've been wanting to get one of their patterns for a while because they're so fun. And this one, Halloween Cat, just screamed to me. And I happen to have some fabric in my stash that I think is going to work really great for it. It's going to be smaller stitch than I was anticipating though, because the fabric that I had, like the color that I think is going to look great, is I had it in a 36 count, so it's going to be a little smaller than I thought, but it'll still be fine. And it's from Extra Design, and it's called Storm. So it's a little more blue than the whatever they used in the sample stitch there. You okay, kiddo? Oh, you're just exasperated with that. I'll help you out. And it's got more modeling than the stitch. Actually, the stitch sample I don't think has any modeling at all. So that is coming. And that's it. Okay, I'm just gonna sign off now. I'm gonna help her out and give her a banana. We're gonna read a book. And then maybe we'll throw some Moana on. Oh, I almost forgot. Baby, you okay? Do you want your water?
Yeah.
Okay, your water's right here. There you go. One more pattern I had gotten. Okay, I'm coming to you in a minute. And that was from Works by ABC. That's Arlene's Etsy shop. And it's 6 pages from 1603. And I just love it. I love how it reminds me of all the tiles you see in Portugal, which are usually in blue and white, sometimes some yellows mixed in there, sometimes other colors too. I'm trying to decide actually if I just want to keep it in this blue and white or if I want to add a little bit of yellow in there too. And I wish I had some examples of the Portuguese tile to show you what I was talking about, but once I maybe start picking this up to actually seriously start it, then maybe I'll show some samples first and get some opinions from the general public of what I should do. And I already have the perfect spot in my dining room. I think that it's gonna look fantastic. So, okay, now I am really out. Wow, and this is actually quite a long video. Okay, everyone, I'm gonna go rest and happy stitching. Bye.